Hey guys, welcome back to Dr. Soybean's Let's Play of Super Mario Bros. The Early Years, Part 3. And continuing on with World 4, we now find ourselves in this kind of cool nighttime forest level with bouncy mushrooms. Bouncy mushrooms, a feature that Gamma 5 would also make use of in Super Mario Land 3 Tatanga's Return, which again was one of the first Let's Plays I ever did for this channel. So check that out. You can find it all organized in a playlist on our channel here. So, how are you today, viewers? Or tonight, depending on when you're watching this. I'm pretty good. Recording this at about midnight, when many of you are probably already in bed. Shit. Unless you're a night owl like myself. One thing that's annoying about being a night owl, which I've always hated, is people who... see, the reason why I'm a night owl is because ever since I was in high school and I had my first job, my jobs have always been the type of jobs where... Not overnight jobs, but the type of jobs where you start work in the late afternoon and finish in the nighttime, like anywhere between, say, like 9 and 11 at night is usually when I finish work. So for that reason, obviously nobody goes to bed as soon as they get home from work. So pretty much my entire life, my entire adult life I should say, I've been going to bed anywhere between about 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. and waking up anywhere between about 10 a.m. and noon. And the annoying thing about that, and if you're a night owl, you'll know what I'm talking about, is how people seem to feel, like people who work a normal 9-to-5 job and live that style of life, they think that just because you're not working the same hours they are, that you're lazy somehow. You know, if they call you at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and you're not up, they'll be like, well, you should be up now. It's like, no, asshole. I have a different schedule than you. I work 8 hours just like you. I just don't work the same fucking 8 hours as you. Would you like it if I called you at, 1 at night when I'm up and been like, how come you're unawake, man? Anyways, mini rant over. So we're in the castle, obviously, which is infested with these beehives. Another custom enemy in this game. Shit. We get a... Yes, very nice. I almost said feather, but there are no feathers in this hack, because this is the early years, so... Just mushrooms and fire flowers. And yes, I do know that now. In the last two parts, I mentioned that I'd played through most of the game but haven't completed it yet before doing this Let's Play, but as of this part, I have played all the way through. And, yep, no feathers anywhere. But, again, that makes sense for the type of hack that the hacker's trying to do. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that bee to come. And take out you. Okay, let's wait for that bee. Oh. Whoa, shit. Would have liked to have gone to the boss with firepower. But what can you do? And we get a giant bee. So you just obviously want to be careful not to bounce too high and hit the ceiling, but as you can see, not especially difficult. Alright, let's head on to World 5, viewers. The mountains, I guess, would be a good description for this world. And we get our first charge and chucks of the hack. And I think our first Sumo Brothers, too. I feel like they might have been in an earlier level, but I know Chucks weren't. Whoa. shit. That one always gets me, because it's hard to see him breaking out of the ground at the foot of that tree there. Alright, let's get our mushroom back, if I can catch the friggin' thing. Whoa. That was really close. I always thought the Sumo Brothers were a cool SMW enemy. Another enemy that I don't think really appears in much else other than Super Mario World. Super Mario World seemed to have quite a few enemies like that made it into few, if any, other games. Goodbye. Firepower doesn't hurt you. Let's let him live. And yes, I'm aware that we just... Shit. Slid right off there. And yes, I did notice that stuff in the sky, but that's to get to the second exit, which... the second exits in this game are not really necessary, because at the... Well, you know what, I won't spoil it, but you'll see what happens. At the end of the game, we're going to deal with all of those secret exits anyways, so... No need to get them now. Whoa. That could have turned out bad. Let's wait for that piranha plant to go down. Okay. Can I get this one? Yes. Mario looks a little weird without his mustache, but... Guess he's supposed to be a teenager in this game. His balls haven't dropped yet, and he cannot grow facial hair, I guess. You got a fire? Nah, just coins. Oh, maybe I should have gotten that, but... Fuck it now. We're not doing too bad with lives. Even though I realized that by using hard saves, and not save states... We restart at 5 lives every time I start this. So, maybe I will start using save states, simply because as we get up into the world, some of the later worlds can be a little tricky. So maybe I'll start using save states as of... Shit. Shit, this could be bad. Okay, I'm not going to bother with that, because they would kill me. Positive of it. I think this is our invisible midway point. Yes, which usually means a mushroom. Oh, damn it, that was stupid. Okay. Best to just ignore them when you're small Mario. Well, viewers, that worked out well. Unbelievable. That's got to be one of my all-time worst moments on these Let's Plays. Saving that shell as a bit of life insurance. Oh, fuck me. And then dying right at the end, when I should have just... run right by him. And we got our life back anyways, that I stupidly lost. Whoa. Okay. Are we gonna get... Whoa, that's custom. Okay, I think if I remember correctly, yes, there's a lot of... Okay, that's bullshit. I hope you viewers saw that. I landed right on him. Now, the soggy Cheerios are something I discussed, again, in the earlier hack of Gamma 5s that I did. And I feel like in these hacks, they fall faster than they do in Mario 3. So you really want to not even stay still for a minute on these things. Basically, as soon as you hit the ground, jump or move. And no way am I bothering for that star. Because really the only flaw in this hack is, when it comes down to it, those stars are kind of useless. Because as I said, the whole point is to access the secret world. But at the end of the game, you go to the secret world anyways, regardless of how many stars you have, so... But I guess if you want to do it sooner, that's what the stars are for. Alright. 5th castle. Let's see if we can do as well as we did in Castle 4. Alright, you know what? I'm going to wait for you to come down. There we go. Can I get you there? Yes. Whoa. Okay. Well, let's just blow right by you. Cute little Pobados, or Poobadoos, whatever the hell they're called. Pobados, I think is how you pronounce it. Oh. First appearance of the classic Super Mario World Fortress spikes. Not as thick as the spikes in SMW and recolored, but still just as annoying. And, whoa. Capable of killing you instantly, if you're not quick and careful. Okay, that's a little bit bullshit. I feel like I definitely should have been far enough to the left to avoid that. Okay. Alright, let's stay well back, since they apparently do not have generous hitboxes. Nice, and heading to the boss with a firepower. What more can you ask for? And this guy... Again, pretty easy. Since I had full power, I didn't really bother with strategy other than rush him. And we're doing pretty good on time. Let's take a look at least at the first level of World 6, which is one of my favorites. Which is an ice world, and if you've been following my Let's Plays for a while, you know that I love ice worlds. And Gamma V had a really beautifully designed ice world in Super Mario Land 3. And this one is very similar in that just... I don't know, I've always liked ice worlds, and especially the way Gamma V, or Gamma 5, whatever, designs them. Although Rexes are dinosaurs, and therefore, well, I was going to say they're cold-blooded and would probably freeze to death, but then again, that's wrong. I think most people now think dinosaurs were warm-blooded, right? Pretty sure that's the case. Although I don't know how well they do in the actual Arctic. Oh, crap. Could have sworn I hit him with a fireball, but apparently not. Alright, let's wait for you to go back down. Nice. You know what? We're still doing okay for time. Let's do one more. Let's make it halfway through this ice world and save the third level on the castle for next time. Assuming I don't die here. Oh, this one's another example of some gorgeous Gamma V level design. These Christmas lights, I guess they are. And by the time this is posted, it should actually be pretty close to Christmas, so how appropriate. Okay. Let him do his thing. Then kill him when he runs out of ammo. Alright, you die. Busting those Christmas bulbs with my head. I liked how he designed the swoopers, gave them fat little bodies and tiny little pinheads. Oh shit! Or she, actually. Actually, I keep calling Gamma V a he, but I actually think, if I'm not mistaken, Gamma V is a female. Although I could be totally wrong about that too. Who the hell knows? Not important. What's important is they make great games. And alright, that feels like a good place to stop part 3. We'll finish off the ice world here next time. See you then.